One of the things I always do before I start a day's work with the tractor is do the checks on the tractor, like check the oil, check the water, grease up everything. That's just good practice. If you want to make your equipment last, you need to do that. And as I started to grease the tractor today, I ran out of grease in the grease gun, so I thought it'd be a good opportunity to do a video on how to change the cartridge in your grease gun. So let's do it. So the first thing I like to do is put on some gloves because this grease is a mess. And you're always, no matter how careful you are, you're always getting grease on you somehow. All right. And this gun is one of those that it's called a quick release or a quick lock gun, and it just, the top just twists off. I'm gonna wipe off some of this smew here. And so the first thing you need to do is pull back your plunger all the way. And of course, you're gonna get a lot of grease out of that. So I'm gonna try to catch this so it doesn't get all over everything, like I said. Oh man. Maybe I need some more paper towels. Oh yeah, I got on the, oh man, look at that. What a mess. Yeah, I don't know why. It must be some of the grease has obviously slipped by the plunger. But we get our plunger all the way back. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna need some more paper towels here. Of course. All right. Try to clean this up a bit. Let me go get a couple more paper towels. How am I gonna do this without getting grease all over the camera and everything else? What is it, Dixie? Baby? Okay, I'll be back. Let's see. All right, let's see if I can get suited back up here without getting grease all over me. Wow. Okay, maybe. Okay, that's good enough. All right, clean this up just a bit. Really should not have squirted all that grease out of the back of it when you pull the plunger back. It must be leaking grease around the plunger. So that tells me that I really probably wasn't out of grease. It's just for some reason going around the plunger. I think that's all the way out. Let's see. Nope, we're getting a lot more grease out from around there for some reason. Is not good. Maybe that means it's time for a new grease gun. That is definitely not supposed to be happening. Okay, that's all the way out. But man, look at that. That's a mess. That's why I don't like fooling with these things. Okay. Let's clean up just a little bit more. I need to clean my gloves off. Otherwise, it's going to just keep smearing grease around on it. Okay. All right, so we got that done. Now I should be able to just twist this top here, release it. You have to push this release lever over, and then it should just twist off. There we go. Okay. And yeah, it was pretty empty, but still. Let's get this old tube out of here. Oh yeah, it's got grease that's went around everything. I'm not sure why that is. Okay, got that out. Clean this up just a touch. Okay. Now we've got our new tube of grease here. And the way this works is you pop the end of it off here. You see you got the grease in there. Then just slide this in to your gun like that. And then you see this little pop top here, kind of like a food can, or you just grab that, pop it up, and then peel it back. All right. And then it's ready to be put back together. So this again should just snap back on. Pull this lever back here. It locks down on there, and I don't know if you heard it click or not, but it clicks back in place, and then you're good to go. So then you just release your the pressure here, and that handle will go up, and you're ready to go. Let me push that all the way in. It should go. There we go. I'm holding this trigger here. There we go, and push that all the way back up, and that'll now charge your gun, and you should be ready to go. Clean it up a little bit here. Yeah, I'm not sure why that was such a mess. Pulling that plunger back, but obviously it had grease around it. Maybe the key is to take the top off before you pull the plunger back, but I've never done that before. I've always pulled the plunger back, released the pressure or the spring on the grease, and then replace the cartridge. So there you go, replacing your grease cartridge in your grease gun. This is a legacy grease gun. Lock and Load is the brand name. I guess that's this whole lock and load thing here. I'll put a link in the description below if you're interested in one of these. And I also replaced the end with this Azuno locking end. You push the button and it retracts the jaws, and then you put it on your grease zerk and let loose, and it locks on. So you don't have to worry about holding it while you're trying to grease whatever you're greasing up. Clean up the table here. The wife is not gonna like the fact I got grease on the table. There we go. Okay. So now I'm gonna go around and grease up all the fittings on my grapple on the front end loader, and then there's two fittings underneath on the axle shaft that need to be greased. And if you're curious about this, normally where your tractor has the grease fittings, normally if you raise your hood or sometimes under the seat, there's a chart that shows you all the grease zerks on your piece of equipment and what all needs to be greased. Okay, everything is greased up and ready for the day's work.